It's tricky when you're trying to post a shit ton of times a week to like make good content, but also not start sucking at disc golf. Oh.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
Today we are going to be learning how to throw a goddamn backhand with the help of one of my good friends, the end of a rock. One of the best ever mid-ranges, in my opinion. We got a stack of them here. I think it's one of the best discs to learn backhand angles because for the most part, they hold anyone you put it on. And hopefully figure out my backhand. I might go in. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Brand new Metal Flake Rock 3. First throw. At this point, I've honestly lost count of how many times I've hit this fucking cage, chained out, hit the band on this hole. Probably about 10 times in the last 3-4 months. And I have yet to actually ace it. It is pissing me off. I think I've said it in a video before, but I'm a big like hyzer release guy, hyzer low release to hyzer flip up, which it does help me a lot when it comes to I never throw nose up. I'd never really like let my disc launch up in the air and hyzer out, not really a thing for me. But as of late, it's hurt me a lot because a lot of holes say they're 400 feet dead straight, which normally pipe a fairway. It's one of my favorite shots to throw. Lately, I've been getting them like 300 feet because I throw everything into the fucking ground about 200 feet away. Today, the main objective is basically throw these rocks, practice some height, and actually get some left to right moving lines, work on a little angle control, see what we can do. Okay, that was a little more of what I was wanting. So obviously you can see the way I just shanked all those shots into the woods. The left to right pull on a higher line is just something my body like does not want to do. And if you've seen players like Gannon Burr, that's kind of their bread and butter. And I really want to have both sides. I want to have that low hyzer flip release, but I also want to be able to like pull a left to right shot. Absolute RIP to this one time fucking Mick Pro. This was my first day out throwing it and it just got wrecked. Luckily, I want to beat it in, but that's kind of ugly now. This hole's obviously more just dead straight, so I'm really going to work on just getting this thing up high. Oh, you guys can probably see when I'm going through my backhand, I like dip at the last second. I feel like I'm like dipping down to here, and I'm trying to keep my like chest up higher. Okay, that one was, you know, much more of like high left to right chest release. Still just didn't quite feel smooth. I don't know, maybe I'm trying to throw too hard almost. Also on my distance shots, sometimes I do this little hop. Maybe I just start doing that on all my shots instead of just the distance ones. And I guess I wouldn't really say I've been like struggling on the backhand front. It's fine. It's just this is something that I've really wanted to implement this off season, and I go back and forth with it, and I'm like, I need to work on trusting the disc higher up. Lately, it seems to be a little more of an issue of just like coming up short simply because I didn't throw it high enough, which I'm okay with. Like, okay, I missed my line and pulled it or just threw a bad shot, but I hate when I throw a perfect line, but all I needed was 5 more feet of height and then it's parked. That's what pisses me off. I also brought the glitches with to just work on like some nice smooth up shots. Oh, I thought that was gonna be in if it just hyzered earlier. Off the tree? No, damn. Kind of just out here jumping around today, playing some of the more like holes where you'd actually throw these types of shots. Flirt with the ceiling, but get a good rip on it. Oh, see, even like, man. Okay, that one felt really good. Kind of slowed it down a little bit. I feel like when I watch back the film right there, the first one versus the second one will be like such a difference of like where I released the disc and how my body looked on the form. Okay, that was absolutely, oh. So I feel like on that first throw I probably released the disc like down here because I'm used to like hitting them there, flipping them up and riding. Whereas those last two were much more like level with the chest. Felt so much smoother, got so much further. Same with that, wow. Huh. So that last one I just threw was a Hooligan Disc Yeet, brand new pop top, and it went the same distance as my rocks. I didn't throw it like full out power, but I threw it hard. And it's one of them things where it's so weird right now. It feels like my body's just not been like clicking on all cylinders on my back handle. My forehand has felt great, but it's like my shoulder or something's a little wonky, and it's like no matter what I throw, they're just going the same distance. I just threw 3 rocks the exact same length as a Hooligan Discs Yeet, which is basically a destroyer. Gotta get a little pop. There it is. This is another really good hole, kind of in that mid 3s range. That's just a nice, like, dead straight, slight turnover. We're gonna try and get a left to right pull on all of these with some height. Love that. I might go in. Yeah, just like that. Bro, that tree. I'm gonna try this yeet on a forehand also. Get in. Oh! Also, guys, I had another, like, I wouldn't call it a breakthrough, but a realization on my putt. If you've ever seen coverage where Philo Brathwaite is talking about like keeping everything inside, like inside your body, whereas if you're lined up to the basket and your only option is like release inside the body, which in turn is inside the basket, the odds of you putting it in the basket are pretty good. Super simple tip, to be honest. It's honestly not like any breakthrough, but it's definitely like helped me as of late with my new grip. So what I'm trying to work on with my putt is kind of have that like Isaac Robinson, almost like Kristen Tatar-esque, like just pull up and snap. When I release, the only real option is somewhere within the, you know, length of the basket. Might take cage, might take band, but that's all right. And as long as I feel like I'm releasing in kind of this little pocket right here, you can't mess up too bad. Matt Bell, one of the best putters in the world, I think it was on GK Pro's podcast, he talked about how when he's putting, he's literally trying to like, all of his motion is just in this little hit pocket. That was obviously not it. And Matt Bell, if you know him, he has that little like jab style putt. And then he was talking about how if all he ever does is move right there, that's so easy to do, whereas like the guys who are putting like that is so much like more movement, whereas he's like, if I can literally just pop my hand in this little pocket, then it probably is gonna go in. And clearly Matt Bell knows what he's talking about. So this video is kind of all over the place. I'm more or less just out here like practicing disc golf today. It's tricky when you're trying to post a shit ton of times a week and your body can only handle so much to like make good content, but also not start sucking at disc golf. Because let's be real, when I'm making videos, like the last thing I'm able to do is really focus down on the disc golf playing, because I'm focused on, you know, filming. Oh, kind of stuck in my hand. See, that felt really nice, but okay, that one felt perfect. Just like that. That might go in. Oh, hit my exact line and then went over the basket, which was kind of the goal, because I'm trying to, you know, get them higher and actually get some air under it. Minnesota slide. Just really try and bring it down, pop, follow through, but in the pocket. Dang it, dude. There it is. Still working, still working. Nice. There we go. That felt nice. Really, it's about getting the hand comfortable with the pop and like trusting the release point. So on those last 2 throws and then the few before that, I think you could really notice how my pull through angle is much higher up on the chest. I feel like my body feels more upright, and then I'm literally hitting my line exactly. Whereas when I was dipping down, which has always been an issue for me, I think it really does just stem from me always wanting to throw hyzer flip ups, like growing up for the last however many years. That's kind of been my go-to shot, to start everything on a hyzer. I've just noticed that it sometimes takes me back a notch and does not let me execute some of the shots I want. So I think by having this higher release. I'm definitely already seeing improvement with height control, getting it actually to where I want to go, and really letting the disc fly. Yes, there it is. Yup. Yeah, we're gonna really try and get this one some height. On a little hyzer out left, let it fade over. Yeah, that's how a flip up rock should fly. Oh, feels nice. I think a lot of times people will have a little like hiccup in their game and they're like, oh shit, like back to the drawing board. I know I'm guilty of that sometimes, but every once in a while you just gotta come out, grab a stack of mid-ranges or something, you know, that's gonna fly true, that's really gonna show you what you're doing, and just go try a few things, you know, tweak the form a little bit. Like for me, I think this issue I've been having for the last couple weeks, one is because I've been playing a lot. My body is, you know, not feeling 100%, let's be real. But also, I think it's just the fact that I was just dipping on everything. And now that I, you know, that simple fix of like, keep the elbow up, power through the elbow, nice and high. And now the mid-ranges are flying again, and it's feeling pretty good. We just picked this one because it's a nice little upshot. Throw a couple glitches at it. Beauty. And then the new putter approach zone. Fan grip. Go in. Oh, beauties. Well guys, that's pretty much gonna do it for this one. Didn't really have a total plan. I was like, I'm gonna bring out a stack of rocks, throw them around the course, trying to figure out whatever the hell is wrong with my fucking backhand. And I think I kind of did that. Hopefully you guys, maybe you took a couple tips from it. Maybe you realized something you were doing wrong. You know, disc golf ain't all sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes we suck at something and we gotta work it out. And that's what we're all about here at the Frisbee Club. Hopefully I can make this, because if I miss, it's going in the water. Wow, cracked. Do I just send one anyway? Well guys, we will see you in the next one. I literally threw that over the stream just for you guys. Nice, let's go.